I'm back! I'm just kidding, I never left. There was never an In My Mailbox video last week. That was an illusion. Magic!
He doesn't like it that I didn't include him last week.
I did it
solo.
Yeah,
and people still thought it was good.
They're just saying that because of the fact they don't hurt your feelings. But now that I'm back, they're like, whoa! The video is amazing again! Up in my face. Your mom copyrighted that. Anyway,
no, I copyrighted
You're not Thug. Boo 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 boo. You can see me. Can you see me? John Cena sucks. He's gonna lose to The Rock. Anyways, let's get this show on the road. How you people been? Yeah,
okay,
you miss me?
You can go first.
Yeah, of course I'm going first.
Whatever.
That's how it rolls.
Make it happen then.
Make it happen, Captain. Let's go with something I got for my birthday. Now, birthday was a few weeks ago, and
thank God it's over. The birthday month is over.
Shh. I'm part of the video again. Okay. It's all about me. Until it's about you, and it's still about me. This is one of the books I got for my birthday. I got a lot of books for my birthday, so throughout the month of March, and the one that comes after March, I'll be sure to include that as well. How to Archer, the ultimate guide to espionage and style and women and also cocktails ever written. An amazing show, complemented by an amazing book. Seriously, go out and read this book. It's by Sterling Archer. It really happened. Don't follow anything she says. Please watch the show and then read the book.
Sucks. Okay? The show is not any good.
Get out of the video! We'll do a video on my own. Viewership will go up through the roof.
No, it won't.
Alright, so I'm going to give a shout out to my friend Mike. He actually, don't talk, right, Dan?
I didn't say
my moment.
Did I say anything? I didn't say anything.
Your face is saying it all. That's saying too much.
Okay.
Continue. One of my best friends, probably my best friend.
Best is a really strong word.
God, you have everything to say. He told me to pick up this book by Joe Hill. That's Stephen King's son. The book's called Horns. It's about a guy whose wife was murdered.
Why isn't he called Joe King?
Because he wanted to differentiate himself from his dad.
Well, the only reason he got a publishing deal is because of his dad, so.
Not really. He didn't actually want to be living off his dad's coattails. And look, he looks just like his dad. Creepy! And, it's about a guy whose girlfriend was murdered, and a year after her murder, because it was inexplicably murdered, doesn't know who killed her. A year after his murder, he goes out and does some crazy stuff, and he wakes up the next morning with a crazy hangover and horns coming out of his dome piece. Dome piece. It sounds like a trippy book, but not as weird as the stuff with fairies and whatnot that you read, so I think it can actually be pretty good.
You still have another book to talk about.
I know. It's encapsulated in my book security device, not called a book.
Security device. Okay, we're gonna have to start taking you out if we.
Hold on.
That. I just can't. I'm fidgety.
You are fidgety.
I
Relax,
know, I
chill.
can't sit still.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. Last one too. That's it. That's all you're getting.
3.
What is that? Don't tell him. No, don't tell him.
Book 3.
He ate the crow.
Alright.
Hold on. Like I said, I will have more books the next week and the week after, and yada yada yada, and so on and so forth.
Really, you're gonna have books next week and the week after. That's if I include you in the IMM videos.
After you all watch this video, leave your comments below. Let her know that I need to be in these videos. Because she can't have anybody else in them. Who else is going to be? Your mom?
I can do it by myself.
Roberto?
I used to do it by myself.
Yeah, now this is how
Nobody complained last week when I did it by myself.
Because they don't want to hurt your feelings. This is how we go.
Hi, Alexa.
Okay, we don't have time for this.
Book.
Okay, on to my books now.
I got it.
So because they were having a huge Amazon sale, I had to purchase a huge Amazon sale. Okay? Lots of teen books, hardcover teen books, and even some softcover teen books were on bargain price. I think most of the hardcovers were like $6. Would you stop?
I'm not holding it.
Swear.
You can keep going. I mean,
So I got a copy of Invincible, which is the second book to the Chronicles of Nick. I did listen to the first one on audio and then read like the last 100 pages of it because the audio was due back at the library. And I really liked it. Nick is really funny, and I loved his character in the Dark Hunter series, which is the adult version of this series. So I really liked it that Sherilyn Kenyon came back and gave him his own series. Next up is a book that I loved. Loved this book. So much controversy, obviously. Brother and sister who fall in love with each other. Not really something that happens in your everyday society, but I love this book. It was my It was my second favorite book of 2011, and if you have not read this one, I suggest you give it a chance because it is amazing.
For those of you living in the South, maybe you can see if it's on point. Just let us know if the author got a good point on there. Hit close to home.
I love this book.
I'm just kidding.
And I needed my own copy because the copy I had read for the Forbidden Book Club was the library's copy. Next up is The Demon Trapper's Daughter. I have already read this one as well, so it's just going on my keeper shelf. I wasn't a huge fan of this book. I do have an arc of the second book that I won several months ago and just haven't read it yet, which is Soul Thief. Kind of the major reason of getting this one was it was only like $3.50, and because I do love Beck, who is a male character in this one. He's not necessarily the love interest, at least not from what I've read in book 1, but he is a great character and I love him, so have to have this one.
Like love is in love, or love is in...
I just love his character. I think his character is a really cool character. Because he's not, like, necessarily a teen. Like, I think he's 20 or so. But I really like his character.
I really like your character. Yeah, see, that's how it's done. Ain't that crazy all video? Just say one sweet thing.
Is the next one. And Candace over at Candace's Book Blog has recommended this one in reviews. And I think I actually talked to her about this one. And she told me I should read it. It is about a girl who, I think she, like, plays, like, the violin, or she does some sort of, like, musical performance. And, of course, there's a guy along the way, and...
There's always a guy.
There's always a guy. There has to be a guy.
Unless there's not. This is a girl. Then the book has to be read by Johnny.
Anyway, so Candace's Book Blog said this was a really good book, so I decided, since it was on bargain price, that I had to get a copy.
I should start looking at bargain books online.
Next up is Red Glove. Yes, I know they are changing the covers to this series, but I like the old covers versus those new, like, black covers with the little dots on them. Like, would you stop that? It's making noise.
Dots.
Yeah, it's like the new covers are... I showed them to you.
I know there's...
You liked them, but I didn't.
It's an inside joke between Mike and I.
Okay,
Dots.
whatever. So, Red Glove, I do own White Cat, which that is the original cover to White Cat.
What's the sequel?
I do own it, but I haven't read it yet. This is the sequel.
I mean, what's the sequel to that? Blue Horse?
Black Heart.
Blue Horse.
Black Heart.
White Cat. Red Glove.
Black Heart.
Black Table.
You see why he is not on the blog a whole lot? Because he has no clue what he's talking about at any given point in time.
But then with the stuff I do know what I'm talking about, I know more than you about certain things. Except when I don't.
Okay, next up is also
Showed you. Okay, continue.
Next up is also a book that I have read. This is the first book by Lisa Schroeder that I read, and I really loved it. I didn't even know she wrote verse books until I got this from an ArcTuber site, well before it came out. I opened up and I was like, oh wow, it is verse, yes.
Don't you think it's a lot of waste of trees unless it's recycled?
To make a book this long and it's just verse, and a lot of it is just...
See? Look at all that. They have the rest of the page.
But it's powerful with this book being in verse.
I'm not saying it's not, but it's also powerful when Al Gore gets pissed.
Okay, you're missing the point here. Lisa Schroeder is awesome. After this book, I went and bought all the rest of her verse books. And I think I've read 2 of her other verse books. I've read I Heart You, You Haunt Me, and I can't remember if I read another one by her.
The point is that the guy who invented the internet's mad.
I don't care what you're talking about. I'm talking about this.
It's,
okay? Ignore him.
Don't ignore me.
Lisa Schroeder.
I didn't say not to read it.
Also.
Help.
Also.
Oh.
If you have any other verse authors, whether they be teen, adult, link them below, or just tell me who they are, because I really want to read more verse novels.
Can I read it?
Sure.
See?
So, if you know any more verse novels that you really like, please tell me. Alright, let me move this pile.
But you didn't even talk about that book.
I know, well, I'm grabbing off the top. Next up, I got a copy of Hereafter. This is another one that I've already read, and I did really like this one.
No, I'm fidgety. He gave it to me.
The funny thing about this one, when it came in, it has 2 book jackets on it. So, there's book jacket number 1, and there's book jacket number 2.
Well, that's the same thing. I thought it would be like
Yeah. It's the same book cover, it just somehow I got 2 of them on this book, so...
Show him the back. Don't think I forgot. I haven't.
Well, actually, you know, what's kind of cool is because Amazon put their stupid sticker on the outside one, so the inside one doesn't have that sticker on it, so I should just use the inside one as the cover for it. So there you go.
That's
Plus,
actually pretty cool.
It's a very pretty cover.
So. It is. I actually like that. See, I can say something positive and meaningful without having to be total complete
I can't
nonsense.
wait for the second book. The second book is Arise, and it's coming out... I would say it's coming out probably soon. I thought that this book had come out like during the summer.
Well, it'll say when it came out, didn't it? Or when did?
No, it normally just says the year.
Okay, while you're doing that, real quick question for all of you wondering for the bookmarks that I'm making right now, I have fooling around with 3 ideas: picture of me, picture of baby me, and a picture of my dog. Let me know if that works.
Okay, next up, because I'm not done.
Oh, they're not done.
I also,
Whoa, what's this?
if you give me a minute, I'll talk about it.
Chop chop.
Taken at Dusk, Angela over at Reading Angel got this one, and I sent her a comment on her blog, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous because I've been trying to get this book, and no tour site has been having it, and I think I even I tried to get in contact with St. Martin Griffin for this one, and that didn't happen either, so I was really jealous. So she emailed me and she said, hey Alexa, I haven't read book 1 nor book 2, because this is book 3 in the Born at Midnight. Is it a different, the Shadow Falls series.
That's
First
a band.
one is Born at Midnight. Gosh, what's the name of the third book?
The turd book.
The turd book. What's the name of the third book? And
Don't you do your research beforehand?
Awake at Dawn is the second book. So I can't wait to read this one. So thank you so much to Angela over at Reading Angel for letting me borrow this one. I'm going to be reading it soon. And
Thank you.
Last but not least, from the library, Fever came in.
Why does that look like such a cool cover to me? I don't know why.
It is a cool cover. Here,
It's trippy.
We'll open it up and show you the whole cover.
Badass.
So.
Can I say that in the blog, or is that censored
Yes.
too?
But where's here, grab this third book. I think that's Wither.
Okay, let me put these 2 down in my lap.
You should like that one too, it's of the same series.
Ooh.
So, I still haven't read Wither.
Looks like Shakira's sister
It's
with
on
crazy hair.
my pile to read this month, and Fever's also on that pile.
What's this
too.
about?
Can you show the cover to them?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I wanted them to like kind of be side by side. So they are really cool covers. Really awesomeness. Awesomeness. Awesome covers. They're beautiful. So that's everything. Is that everything, Johnny? You can read about that in a second when we're done.
Oh, see, I have to wait. Hadaba.
Just hold it.
But I have...
Adaba.
I'm putting it in my lap. Chill.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez,
Goodness
it's a book.
graciousness. I don't
gonna
like
be-
my books sitting on the floor.
You're supposed to keep your floor clean, then you wouldn't have to worry about...
My floor is clean.
Let's
I
stop
just don't like the
complaining.
books on the floor.
Freak out. Let's put the book there. Oh my god!
Okay, because this video is becoming
Okay,
extremely
hi.
long at this point.
Alright, y'all take care.
See, we get Johnny back, and then he
Girlfriend.
makes the video too long.
We should do a southern version. Y'all take care.
And spike your hair.
Woo woo woo! You know it! Yeehaw!
Although, if they're in the South, they're not really going to spike their hair. They're going to poof up their hair. We should ask, who lives in the South that we know? What do you do with your hair?
What hair you
toss,
have?
toss.
Toss.
We just went and saw Wicked, and the girl does that in the play Wicked. She goes, toss, toss.
Galinda. Or, no, the G is silent.
Yeah, the gut is silent.
Glinda.
Not that any of you know what the hell we're talking about, so we're just going to
Whatever.
wrap this up.
Woo woo woo! You know it, bro.
Bye, guys.
Bye.